my cholesterol. I wasn't even caring about it, but just randomly I had a cholesterol of 160, but I had to have an insurance test. So I had been taking Amila for, I don't know, 6-8 weeks, and my cholesterol dropped 20 points. So I went from 160 to 140. So, and I wasn't trying or even thinking about it, so that just reminded me. For me, when I started taking Amila, I've always suffered from chronic fatigue. In the afternoon, from about 1 o'clock on, I'm worthless. Everything I have to do has to be done before 1 o'clock every day. And when I started taking Amila, all of a sudden I felt, wow, I don't need to, I can go all day. And then, so and the other thing is, I've always suffered from depression my whole life, been on and off drugs, haven't been on any for 5 years. But I just felt like I've been walking around with a veil over my face, and someone came along and lifted up the veil, and all of a sudden the world just looked brighter and happier. So all of a sudden I have no depression, I have all this renewed energy. And Lisa said, you know, what about the business? And I'm like, no, I don't do that. Then I gave the Amila to my husband. Same thing, incredible energy. I gave it to my daughter and my son. And at that point I said, okay, Lisa, I'll sign up, you know, I'll do gold, and, you know, if nothing else, I can just feed it to my family. And as I started sharing bags with people and getting the stories, and it just went crazy with the results, and I just felt like I can't afford not to do this, because there's so many people who need my help. And I'll tell one last quick story. I was on my husband's company cruise this past week, and I had given a bag of Amila to his CEO, and she was 50 years old and has a lot of joint pain and can't run with her dogs. And when we're on the cruise, she said, Deborah, she goes, I can run with my dogs every day now. And she said, and I have incredible mental clarity. She said, Obama's going to give a tax credit for corporate wellness. I'd like you to head up that program. I want you to come in and meet with all of my employees. And she's like, how can I pay you? And I said, well, why don't you just sponsor a bag of Amila for each employee? There's 200 employees. She said, great, when can we start? So that's something I need to really work on starting Monday. They're moving their corporate offices today, otherwise I would probably have people. But my point is, just, you never know where the opportunity is going to be. It could be personal, it could be corporate, it could be on your couch, it could be in your church. The gal who owns my nail salon, she had a huge reaction, so I'm going on too long.